Guys, it's Quinn, Elegance on 18 Wheels. We're back down here at ARI, and you know, as you can tell with this rig that's behind me, it must be something big happening today. Well, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna call in a few of the guys that's gonna be coming down to the Louisville Truck Show to talk about some of the expectations and some of the stuff that they're gonna be bringing down, and we just wanted to get a little bit of an introduction to what you, the fans and enthusiasts and truck drivers, would be looking for to come down and step into the booth at ARI. So this is just that opportunity. I'm glad the guys gave me this opportunity to come down. They're busy as all heck, and they really got some stuff lined up for you guys to marvel over this year. So what we're gonna do in just a moment, when we come back, I'm gonna have Anthony, I'm gonna have Brandon, and I'm gonna have Dominique all down here. We're gonna. I'm Quinn McClinton, and you're watching Elegance on 18 Wheels, Big Rig Spotlight. Hey guys, well, we're back. I told you we were going to be have an opportunity to talk to some of the guys from ARI and from CRS, and I've got Dominique, I've got Brandon, and I've got Anthony here today, and we're going to be talking about some of the stuff that's actually going to be going on coming up at the Louisville show. So without further ado, let's get the team over here. Dominique, what's going on, brother?
Quinn.
How you doing, brother?
Good.
Awesome.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Brandon, come on in here.
How's it going, Quinn?
What's up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy?
As always.
Always. Anthony. What's going on, buddy? All right. Like I said, guys, this is the killer team here that puts all these beautiful rigs together, and to the degree that has sparkled all this entertainment that we get from ARI. What I'd like to do is actually take an opportunity to come and let everybody introduce themselves and give you a little bit of insight on who they are and what they do at their jobs. Anthony, let's go with you first, buddy.
Anthony Reese, been here at ARI going on 2 years. I guess the newest member of the team. Brandon and I'm in sales with Brandon. It's having fun, man. Each customer comes in, each bill's different. It's like a kid in a candy store. Each one, you're not doing the same monotonous thing over and over every day.
Cool.
So, fun
Brandon.
time.
Brandon Sturgis. A lot of you know me by now.
Oh, yeah.
Been here at ARI since 2013. Spent 5 years in production before the last 5 in sales. And we're here we are.
Yes, sir. Dominique.
Dominic Medlin, and obviously I've been hanging out with Quinn a lot, so I'm sure a lot of you do know me. But a little bit of background is that I've been at CRS a little over 10 years, and I actually started in the actual production painting. I did a lot of rigs like this, or actually RVs is where we were at, and we got passionate about trucks. It's a different market.
And guys, that's one of the key things that I wanted to focus on with this interview. We always focus on the trucks and how you can, talk to the guys and everything, but I wanted to really talk to the guys and kind of give you a prelude into what's to expect at the show this year. Let's start with Anthony. Anthony, what will be your role, and what do you expect from the show this year?
I expect it to be busy.
Okay.
My role there is to be able to talk to as many customers coming into the booth that I can possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said earlier, it's just Brandon and I, and, there's a lot of people. So if you miss talking to us, sorry. I mean, it's nothing personal. We're really approachable. Both of us are easy to talk to. But you just kind of keep in mind, could be anywhere from 200 to 250 people in our booth at one time. So,
and see, that's one of the things too, that the approachability, a lot of people feel as if, even with the fame that we have brought you all and putting you in front of the camera, a lot of people feel as if they can't approach you guys, and I wanted to kill that rumor. And because this is what you do, this is your passion. Brandon, you kind of elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a dumb question to ask. Don't feel like you can't approach either one of us, me or Anthony. We're very approachable guys. We'll talk to anybody. So don't ever worry about that. No issues here. So
I vouch for that.
I'm still the same Southern hillbilly I was for It hasn't changed.
So one of the things that come across our reader board also is like, is there any limits to what we can honestly expect from ARI or CRS when it comes to painting my truck, the year of my truck. Does it have to be strictly from, one of the things that I guess I want to put towards ARI, a lot of people want to know, do I have to have a new truck in order to get an ARI sleeper on it?
That answer is no.
Okay.
No, we can do new or existing trucks.
Okay.
So it just, the biggest thing on an existing truck is the sleeper has to be removable.
Okay.
We can't do anything with the integrated factory bunks that are integrated into the cab.
Okay. And Dominique,
Other than, now this takes it to a different side of things. If it is an integrated cab and they wanted to do something to it, we can do a factory conversion.
yes.
So we do factory conversions too here at ARI. We can put shower, toilets, things like that, whatever it is, generator, shore power, rooftop AC, all on factory conversions too. Obviously just in a little bit smaller space.
Okay. And Dominic, when it comes to painting, a lot of guys want to know, oh well, are they just painting for ARI, or can I bring my truck over and have it shot? And what are the criteria they need to meet with you?
Yeah, get a hold of me. I mean, honestly, that's your only criteria. I mean, retail is something that we've gotten more in outside of manufacturing, and ARI is the only manufacturing company that I really deal with.
Okay.
And so, you have an existing truck. We have a lot of shop.
Okay.
And so we will paint whatever you got. The car, truck, van.
Bicycles.
Yep, bicycles. We've actually done it. Believe it or not.
But one thing that my daughter gave me the other day, it was a really cool question. They asked, Quinn, why do you only show the really big sleepers from ARI? Don't they build anything small? And I guess that's kind of a punch at me. But Anthony, I'll let you tackle that one. Why do I always end up with the big bombs?
Because when you look at something like this, that's that wow factor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, when I walk in, we do 97-inch. I'm building one that's, or I quoted one that's 36-inch flat top for $389.
Okay.
So it's something we can do. We're not limited to just these big, huge garaged bunks with skirts.
Yeah.
It's the human nature in it, bro. It's that wow factor.
Yeah, the wow factor.
Ooh.
I'll kind of add on to that a little bit. Over the years, trucking has evolved into what this is now.
Yes.
10 years ago, a 120-inch bunk was
the big
what
thing.
this is now.
Exactly.
So within the last 10 years, I would say that these guys have, they just want to keep getting bigger and better and better. So it's just kind of evolved over the years.
Yep.
And Dominic, you wanna chime in on that?
Well, I don't really have much to chime in on it. I couldn't build one of these things to save my life. So,
But by you being the artist that you all are, too, I feature, being at your shop and seeing how you actually painted this bad boy. That's something that, man, is honestly remarkable to have a canvas like this.
And I guess that's one thing that I can add to it is what I've kind of figured out with a general trend. When you get something this large, you have that one solid color, you're basically just driving a billboard around.
Yeah.
And it will drive people crazy just seeing one blank slate of massive color moving down the road. So that's where, breaking it up with some stripes, it usually does happen on the bigger ones because, and I'm sure it would drive anybody crazy if you're looking at that all the time. Just one solid color. It's just not what you're used to.
Right.
Even in the RV world, you always got something on it.
And to save my face and grace, my thing has always been, my forte has always been the big bumps. Yes, that's what I'm renowned for, and I've been, here for so many years, and this is what we kind of focus on. I love trucks, period, and these guys can contest to that. I have no bias towards any truck. I just happen to want to show you, the audience, the elite side of what trucking could be, and maybe, who knows, I might touch a nerve with some of the stuff that these guys are creating. So that's pretty much my reason for getting these exclusives like we do and working with gentlemen like this. So guys, what can we expect as far as people? Who all's coming down for the show this year? It's going to be just you guys on sales at ARI, or is it more?
I know we've got us, John Jancy, one of the owners, will be there.
Okay.
Jay for a little bit. Carlos is coming down.
Yeah, we got, and then we'll have our 7 dealers represented there
Yes.
with the salesmen there at the dealerships as well.
So let's
Plus CRS.
Yeah,
will be
CRS.
there.
And then, yeah.
Dominic, who you gonna have down with you?
So I'm excited that I get to actually bring my wife down to help me out with the show, and it'll be the first time she gets to see a truck show too. So I'm a little excited to show it off to her,
Okay.
and a little bit of what we do.
Cool. And she worked with us when we did the shoot with the Mafia on the Move truck, and she was my saving grace. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much for that. So with everything that's leading up to the show, and all the hype and everything, with everybody coming back into the show circuit and everything, what kind of visual effect will we have from ARI's booth this year?
Well, we'll have 6 trucks in the show. All manufacturers represented, Western Star, Freightliner, Volvo, Peterbilt, and Kenworth. We do have kind of a famous truck there this year.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Really? We got a famous truck coming?
I never heard of
We
that.
got oh my goodness! And you think this famous truck is gonna actually wow the crowd?
Wow, it could.
It could,
So
huh?
you'll have to come. You'll have to come
Yeah,
to the
you gotta
show
come
now
down
to
to
find
find
out
out.
which truck this is.
And from what I understand, this is a real wow factor, huh?
Yeah.
To
For
some people,
sure.
yeah.
Guys, I tell you, I love this opportunity to talk about everything, and everybody want to know. Okay, Quinn, you've been talking about these trucks. Let's talk about what's sitting behind you guys. Okay, let's talk about this big, beautiful Volvo that's sitting behind us.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention to that.
Nobody's
right
paying
now.
attention to that, right? They watching us being silly right there, right? So let's talk about this. This is actually Larry Hendrick's beautiful Volvo, and this is just getting done, and we're going to be looking at this a little bit later as soon as we get done with the interview and stuff. But this we followed from the interview to actually the
From
layout,
concept.
the concept to what we have behind us. Anthony, this was one of your builds, or was it yours?
One of Brandon's
This was
builds.
mine. One of your builds. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this one?
Well, it's Larry and Sarah Hendricks, very well known out there in the trucking industry.
Yes.
This will be their 8th new big bunk they built with us, and they went big and bad on this one.
Oh yes.
They always drove Kenworths their whole life. They wanted something a little more comfortable in their older years in the trucking industry, so they decided to go with a Volvo this time. They're very excited about it, so that's what we have here is a Volvo VNL 300. It's sitting on a 378-inch wheelbase, 240-inch sleeper, with a 52-inch garage on the back for his Harley, and 190-inch interior sleeper.
And once again, if you're looking at this, guys, and like I said, we're going to look at this a little bit later. This has no vinyl on it at all. This is from the master team of painters. Dominic, tell us about how this thing came to be.
So that was the exciting part about this one is that we haven't really yet gotten a chance to kind of strut our painters' legs and what they're actually capable of, because we've done a lot of fun stuff, but this one is full 3 colors, obviously a very large canvas, and not only that, but it is also a double clear. So that means that after we cleared it the first time, we shaved all the lines back down again. You actually got to get some footage of when they're breaking out razor blades and just running them across the paint. Quinn's going,
It's scary. I'm like, what is he doing?
but that's part of the process to make sure that you don't have heavy lines, and it also makes it easier to clear without having runs coming off the clear. And then we sanded it down again, putting 3 more coats of clear on it to get that real smooth finish. You won't feel the lines on the truck.
And that is an absolute. But we got some more stuff that we're going to be doing to this, even after we get back from the show. And stuff.
So I'll be bringing in Auto Obsessions to put a sound system in it. He's going to run the cameras for them after they take delivery, and and do some other running around that they got to do with it. So I should see it roughly a month or so from now to do some more.
Okay. Now this, Brandon, was one of the trucks that was actually supposed to be in the show. It just, I guess, production with Volvo kind of pushed that back.
That is correct. Yeah, I mean, we just didn't get the truck in time to get this thing completed for the truck show. So we unfortunately had to pick a different truck that was already built and ready to go. So that's the situation.
And guys, like I said, we're gonna take a look at this, so you won't get slighted. So you'll get a chance to see this unit in our form. So Anthony, I know when a guy comes down and he wants to talk custom, and I know both you and Brandon both work on the custom aspect of the truck. Would either of you actually be the guy to come to for like the custom of application, or is that kind of even across?
I would say, as far as experience and done more, it'd be Brandon.
Okay.
That's not saying that that's not saying just go to Brandon. When I step into a custom, I'm pulling from the customer's mind and going from what they want.
Gotcha.
You know, I've learned a lot from him, being around him. Excuse me. And then, you know, with what I built was one of the trucks that's going to be at the show and a couple of others. I've got some stuff on the back burner that a little bit different than Big Buck.
Okay.
That's you know, that's going to wow you.
Okay.
Flat tops, old school 389s stretched out. A couple of those coming.
Okay.
But no, I wouldn't say either one.
No, it's pretty even. I mean, anybody can come in and say, hey, I just need to talk to a salesman, and both of us can meet their demands, no matter if it's a full-blown custom like this, a little 36-inch flat top coffin sleeper. We can do it all.
And that's one of the things I wanted to.
Yeah, I want to add something to that. When Brandon says somebody comes in as a salesman, I don't think of myself as a salesman.
Okay.
I think of myself as a general contractor for the customer that's coming in and saying, I want to build this. This is my dream. And what I'm doing at that point is taking it from A to B.
Okay.
And managing the process for them to try to keep it as less stressful as possible.
Okay.
I'm dealing with Dom. I'm dealing with Pete at the Chrome Shop. I'm taking care of the sleepers that's coming down the line to make sure everything's done just like it is on the order when it's released. So, but there is a lot of communication for the customer, but it's with myself and Brandon.
Gotcha.
And it's like we're a general contractor for them for their big problem.
Okay. Because I know that's one of the things that they wanted to be. Well, who do we talk to down at ARI? Because we get phone calls and emails and stuff with the video footage that we've all shot. And they also ask me about Dominique, and they ask me about you guys. Who do I talk to down there? And the first thing I say is everybody down there builds, you know, custom stuff. So there is no wrong.
I mean, basically, if you want to talk sleepers, you talk to me or Anthony. You want to talk trucks, you call one of our dealers, no matter, you know, whatever manufacturer that may be. And then if you want to talk paint and graphics, you would call CRS and talk to Dominic. So we try and make it as simple as possible.
And then Dominique has a host of different applications that once you get, if it leaves ARI, once it gets to Dominique, you have a slew of different applications that you can actually lose your mind, man.
No, absolutely. And I've seen it happen. You know,
Yeah.
we have a personal meeting with a trucker, and it's just like a kid in a candy store, man. I mean, just the amount of things that we can do. Now, one thing that I will say is, you know, the crazier you want to go, the more patient you gotta be with us.
Yeah.
Because crazy things take time.
I like that.
And if you want it done well, that's why you came to us in the first place. You have to be patient on that. The goal is that there's no running around you have to do after you take
One-stop shop.
Yep.
One-stop shop.
And that is so cool. The family, as you guys see, this is a collaboration of two entities that collaborate as one, and that's really, really cool for me. Just to see how everything flows from door to door, and you come out with these beautiful masterpieces in the end. But when with as chaotic as the show is down there, and you guys get bombarded with all the, oh my goodness, all the questions, and you get the realistic questions, and then you get the absolutely insane and ridiculous applications. How do you deal with that?
Well, I mean, best way to answer that is we just trying to accommodate everybody's needs. I mean, there's no dumb question. There's no dumb things that people want to put in a truck. I mean, we've already done one absolute crazy thing already that nobody ever thought would ever happen.
That's true.
So,
Very true.
I mean, basically what we say here at ARI is, if you can dream it, we can build it.
Whoa, I
So-
like that. I like that. So now, like, with some of the craziest paint schemes, I know you get some doozies.
Oh yeah,
man.
absolutely. You know, one thing that I can eliminate right out the gate is I do not have an airbrusher. I personally don't recommend it anyway because the amount of cost that goes into it, and then repairability. You know, obviously your truck gets beat up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to fix it. Well, it limits how you're capable of doing that. Now we can digitally print any kind of airbrushed theme, but we do not airbrush it. As far as anything else is concerned, I mean, we're at least gonna take a good hard look at it, see if it's possible before we tell you, you know, A, it's probably a bad idea, or B, it's just not possible.
So guys, these guys are going to be down there at the Louisville show, and it's going to be from the 30th through April 1st, and it's going to be in the South Wing, right? Brian?
South Wing, correct.
And what booth number is that?
32205.
And it's one of the biggest islands that's going to be over there. So you guys need to
There's
swing.
gonna be a reason to be able to see it.
Oh, yeah. It's, like I said, we got a real surprise for you guys that's going to be down there. And I keep saying we like I'm part of that, but no,
You are part of it.
Yeah, you are.
this
You're
is
sitting here, aren't you?
Yeah, right in the middle of this. Right? It's going to be some really, really cool stuff to be down there. And these guys are magicians in the world of trucking, and the stuff that they've come up with is absolutely just. Guys, is there anything else you want to add to it that I do? Because I wish we could have gone live, guys, and that was one thing I wanted to touch base to. We were actually going to do this live, but due to some technical difficulties, we decided we would just, you know, pre-tape it and edit it out, and we could get some questions afterwards, and maybe we can approach it on our social media page, and the guys can actually answer some of your questions there. So by all means, look down below and give us some emails, and if you got questions for me, you got Dominique, Brandon, Anthony, just let them know right here in the question column that you want to meet with them at the show. Just let them know, because they're definitely going to be available and readily available for you guys to ask questions to. So guys, like I said, if you got any questions or anything you want to ask the team, by all means, go right below and give us a buzz. Ask a question. Like I said, no question is too extreme. Of course, we're gonna get some that I'm gonna shake my head at, but
Yeah.
ask
That
away.
happens with the internet.
It is, you know, just ask away. So at this time, we want to just get an opportunity to give some thanks out. I want to thank personally this team of awesome individuals for coming on board and giving me this opportunity to spotlight them and preparing them for what's to come down there at the show. And Dominique?
Well, first off, obviously, you know, I gotta thank the team that I have at CRS Custom. I mean, you know, obviously I can sell whatever I want, but if I don't have a team that can pull something off like this, that doesn't do any good. And obviously, you know, the support of my wife as she's coming down to help me. So I'm not down there by my lonesome self in my CRS booth. And Quinn, honestly, I want to thank you for doing something like this too, because you know, normally we are focused mostly on the trucks, and you know, it gives a little bit of camaraderie opportunity, not only just to show that we are this way, but it also helps every once in a while slow down enough to talk to each other, you know what I mean, and not just look at trucks. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Anthony.
I like to thank my wife.
All right.
She puts up with a lot at night, the cell phone, after hours, on the weekends, and you know, knowing that I love doing this and how happy it makes me to build someone a sleeper and see it go from start to finish with that customer. She supports me with it. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, I know sometimes it might be hard for her, but she's a rock behind it. Quinn, thank you for making it so fun. You know, these cut up, joke around, I'm all serious with these. Brandon, I mean, appreciate you bringing me on board and supporting me and helping me through
Absolutely.
the rough times, the good times, and here we are.
Right?
Yeah.
And all the head scratchers.
I'm like, hey, you ever done this before? No.
No.
But no, I appreciate all of you for welcoming me aboard and making it a fun 2 years.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I guess if I left my wife out, she might be pretty upset. So.
We robbed you of all thunder, man.
Yeah, thank the wife for putting up with me through some of the stressful times we have here when we get so busy and stuff. But ultimately, I want to thank the ARI team here, production guys, all the service guys, to make everything happen and allow us to do what we do. And you, Quinn, for what you do, very much appreciated. To take time out on a Wednesday afternoon to drive the 2.5-hour drive to come here to Shipshewana and visit us today. Very much appreciated. And yeah.
And guys, once again, this is Quinn, Elegance on 18 Wheels, and I want to thank my staff, D, for putting up with everything that we have to do to make sure I'm down here to meet these guys. My entire staff, from my youngest daughter, granddaughter, to my oldest daughter, my son, everybody, thank you all. My mom, thank you all for putting up with everything that I do to bug you all. But it comes together good, and this is a family thing. So on that note, this is Quinn, Elegance on 18 Wheels Magazine. We're down here at ARI getting ready to do this big show, and we hope you liked the interview. We'll see you guys down there, and look these guys up, because they will definitely be there to answer your questions. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
You guys.
See it.